and this is Hoodx Lit Season 4, Episode 2. Now, we were supposed to do this a long time ago, but obviously, we didn't for reasons that will go unspoken for. But just know that, it's not easy for us to post this content. So, when you get it, just know that we went through a lot to get it up there. And that's kind of in the theme of what the topic today is. We're talking about the art of poplocking. That's today's topic. In that, we move to a lot of different degrees to, get to the higher thought every day. And as far as every day, to try to get to the highest thought of the day. And 90% of the time, it's something that's blocking us from getting there. So what we have to do is called pop lock in order to deliver the highest thoughts, the highest frequencies of the day. So that kind of go into, why it's taking us a while to get, a good momentum going with these shows. But, we're doing the best we can to try to keep the content going. So just know that, we want to keep putting out more content, but it's not as easy as it seems for us to get to this, to making these shows. So I want to say that up front. But I appreciate you listening in, And we're going to make it a good show. I got my man Pomo on the line from Godspeed Nation. I want to take a minute to say what's up, see what's going on. What's the word, bro?
Hello, with you, sir. What's the word, man?
Shit, you tell me what's the word.
Shit, same old shit, different day, A lot of people fell asleep, and only few are still awoke. You know what I'm saying? That's the word. And those that are woke might be tuning in. Those that are asleep, we strange.
Hell yeah. That pretty much, that sum that up. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much, today's show is brought to you by Hoodx Television Network. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you sign up for Hoodx.com. Get the video aired nationwide through 25 different states nationwide. You got music video, TV show, TV series. You're looking to get it broadcast nationwide on Comcast Television. Hit me up. Let me know. We get your video aired nationwide in 25 different cities and over 2 million Xfinity boxes nationwide. So today's show is brought to you by Hoodx Television Network. All right, so today's show, Art of Poplocking. Kind of give a quick intro. Before I give an intro, I just want to get, Paul, you got any general thoughts before we, this is really a quick chamber, but it's a lot to it. I just want to know if you have anything, any ideas, or any general things you want to talk about pop locking.
Well, yeah, basically a synopsis of how to move through the matrix, how to move, through the land, knowing what you know, being how you be, feeling how you feel. And it's the way you got to move, we suggest, like we call it pop locking, and if you look at pop locking, it's an ancient Egyptian dance form, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that the art of pop locking was to how you move. And it's almost like pop locking, like linear, non-linear thinking. Boom, 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 to get to this point. It ain't just that, when you pop lock, it don't look like you're doing shit if you just move this finger, then move that finger over there. But if you carry this finger all the way through your arm, through your neck, through the shoulder, back to the hand, you can actually see it better, you know what I'm saying? And you're moving better. So it's almost, what we mean by pop locking is dancing through the matrix, you know what I'm saying? Knowing how to get out of situations or get into situations, or just, fast step and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's basically a movement form, mentally. It's a mental movement instead of the physical. If you can imagine physical pop locking, think about that in the mind. How smooth, how smooth that look. How how it look when you pop lock. You know what I'm saying?
I got it. So somebody would never, you understand, a lot of times we break down lit, we sound crazy, or we sound like we talking Chinese to people. So somebody who never even is totally unfamiliar with everything that you're saying. You start talking about pop locking. So they give me just a general example of a situation of pop locking. Just a general, just so I can get a general idea.
All right. Well, I was in a car accident with my buddy and shit. The buddy was drunk, and his family member was drunk. He was driving.
I'm sorry. Say that. I couldn't hear you for a second.
I said I was in a situation where I was driving with one of my buddies, and his cousin was in the front driving, and he had an accident downtown. Fucked the car, damn it, fucked us up. And when he got out the car, we sitting there trying to figure out what to do. The police came, and just so happened, the police asked him who was driving. That nigga pointed at me, and I didn't say shit. I just looked at the police and didn't say shit. And police said, "Come on, man, quit fucking with me. Who the fuck was driving this car?" And I just walked the fuck off. So I pop locked that situation. You know what I'm saying? I danced in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that I ain't say shit. Instead of me moving in the matrix saying, oh, it wasn't me and nigga. That's not pop locking. Pop locking is, goddamn it, okay, I ain't gonna say shit. Next thing you know, this nigga said I was driving. I'm the driver of this red car. But 5 seconds later, I'm walking the fuck off. That's pop locking. I pop locked that situation.
See, that's more like Victor Corvini. Isn't that
okay,
like...
Well,
you pop locking is like, you can't really...
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, mind you, that's an advance. I'm only saying this because, like...
My bad. You're right. My bad.
Am I gonna want to make a point? No, you ain't gotta, ain't like... I just want to make a point, though. And then, like, you gotta remember, Joe, hold on, I'm gonna bring up the data. If you want to follow the lit for pop locking, it's on HoodX. Just go to HoodX.com and type in pop locking. But you gotta remember, G, I wrote this on November 10th, 2012. Today is July the 15th, 2019. So I wrote this shit 7 years ago, and you got to figure, like, we was building on it probably a year, like, prior to that. So you think we probably came up with this, like, in November, like, 2011. And, like, we don't really talk about this a lot on the show, but, like, I just want to say that, like, this lit is old as hell, Joe. You see what I'm saying? So, like, the examples that we given, kind of fall into, like, where we at right now. You see what I'm saying? But, like, this is an old lit.
Okay, I'll give you an example. The fact that we knew all this information back then, and we got through all that to now, is basically a form of pop locking. The fact that we could take everything we knew and move through this fucked up matrix, and then still stay standing strong, still unscarred, is pop locking. That means there's a lot of times where we could have disagreed with niggas, got into it with, niggas disagreed with us, got into it with them. But like an example, if a nigga disagreed with me and I try to give him knowledge, my pop lock is just let him think what the fuck he want to think. I pop a person sitting there and argue with the nigga. You see what I'm saying? No, go ahead. You right. You can get the fuck on. You ain't got time for that. I got a pop lock. I got to go find a nigga who want to learn. And then we get into it. But instead of arguing back and forth with niggas, no, that's not pop lock. Let the nigga figure the nigga that want to be sleep, let him be sleep. That's pop locking. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving on to the next. Oh, here go a brother who want to be woke. Now he wide awoke. I woke him up. And then go another nigga, that two niggas want to be sleep. I let him sleep. That's pop locking, the way I choose to move through the matrix. And it's in a form of pop locking. Everything is connected. Everything is like non-linear and linear thing. Everything is connected to the point to where I'm at now.
What do you mean connected? Everything. That's key. But I want to expand on that. What do you say? Everything is connected. What does that mean? Everything is connected. What does that mean?
Imagine you playing, it's like dodgeball. It's like dodgeball. Niggas throw balls at you and you moving to dodge the ball. That's the rarest form I can put it. The fact that you moving, ducking here, sliding to the side here, just to dodge that ball. And that ball is life. That ball is the matrix. That ball is ignorant. And when you pop locking it, you got them moving in a certain form, not to get hit, not to get touched. So when a motherfucker playing dodgeball, he throwing a ball at you, what you doing? You moving in a certain form, not to get touched. And if you can't move like that, you're going to get hit.
When I was a kid, I used to play this game called Frogger. It was a video game. It was like you got to get this frog to jump across the screen, and in any moment, like a truck or a car come out and run his ass. Like you had to move exactly a certain way at exactly a certain time in order to dodge all these passes that they was throwing at you. Basically, any video game that you played.
Speaking of Frogger, I actually had the similar experience because when I tried to cross the road, I'm a frog.
Who is this?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Joey. How you doing?
What's up, bro? You all? All right, we just made a show. We gotta make sure we got a lock on the door. You say somebody came up in here. Wait, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure. You say your name, Joey. Where you from, Joey?
I'm from Texas.
Okay. Just want to know. We didn't even know somebody was on the line. You just kind of came in and threw us off. Just want to make sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but see, I kind of. See, when you say Frogger, I'm thinking like, hell, shit, y'all be talking about me this shit, cause see, I don't have a car, and I go to the store, and I try to cross the road and everything. I gotta wait for these motherfuckers, 4, 5, 6, motherfucking 10, 11 cars come in my direction. I'm like, you guys don't fucking hurry up, I'm gonna jump out that motherfucker. I wish y'all would here. For real.
Because right before I just got home from doing just that. And then, there's a pattern to the highway. Like, I'm from Chicago, where they got the Dan Ryan Expressway. It's like 90, 94, east and west. Like there's a pattern, like where you start to see like different areas of the highway slow down, and I know exactly like okay, I need all the way over to the left, or I need to go all the way, and then like once you drive on this highway for so long, you start to know the patterns, and you start to see the IQ of the highway. So I know exactly what it's interesting you say that because I know exactly what you're talking about, and then right, I know how to pop lock. I know exactly like okay, I know exactly when to go to the left lane, I know exactly when to go to the right lane, I know exactly when to the middle lane, you know. Whereas like you're sitting in the car with somebody else who don't know this, it's torture. Because like you're sitting there like I could have saved like 15, 20 minutes because you know the pattern, but you sitting there watching somebody else who don't know the pattern. It's torture.
Hey, can I interject on that? Can I interject on the highway and the roads?
Wait, hold on. Just give a proper introduction. I just want to know who you are, where you from.
This is Scarface. I'm from Minnesota.
Okay, appreciate it.
Scarface.
Okay, let me add this about roads. See, one thing about Chicago especially is, there's a being that eats off of gas, pollution, and one thing Chicago has is Chicago has the S, or the snake energy. You know, downtown, you're on that snake curve. The same thing in Milwaukee. Now, here in Minnesota, we have the clover leaf. Do you understand what I'm saying? So every time you go on and off that ramp and hit that clover leaf, you are feeding this energy. You're feeding that energy.
Right.
And another thing is like as I drive from Minnesota to Chicago, I start feeling the energy of Milwaukee. It's a different energy. And then when you get in Chicago, it's an energy that you have to plug in to drive through Chicago because it's a different kind of energy as you travel across the country. But Chicago especially has that energy where you have to, because like say you only going 70, well, when you hit Chicago, you got to go 85. I mean, you know, you can see that it speeds up. You can just feel the energy change as you get in Chicago. So that's what I want to interject, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
what is this?
I done drove cross country.
Hi, you guys.
Hello. Hey, how you doing? Who is this? Who is this?
Hey, this is Jade.
Jade, where you from, Jade?
My name is Jade. I'm from Indiana.
Okay. What's up, Jade?
How you doing?
Good.
We good to have you here.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so go ahead, Blah. You gotta handle that.
Yeah, no, but the guy, you know, just using the example, we talking about traffic, basically, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, we talking about traffic, and we dealing with, you know, colliding energy within traffic, and then we all drifting through space as spiritual beings, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of it is, it's kind of like traffic, and pop locking, the theme of today's show, pop locking, is to really try to describe better ways to drive through this spiritual traffic, to get, for lack of a better term, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, we all have our own philosophies, and everybody has lots of different abstract and concrete concepts on how to think about things. But for this particular show, we just wanted to take a minute to focus on how to, quote unquote, pop lock this energy. And they're like, okay, so when you move through traffic and then you go on Google, Google Maps. When you go on Google Maps, it says, okay, it's going to take you an hour. Okay, it's going to take you an hour.
Black your phone, man.
So basically, you guys are talking about different energy.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute you. I gotta do this to somebody's phone. Hold on, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna unmute all. Hold on, I don't want to unmute. Don't mute. All right, hold on. I'm gonna just mute the lines for 1 second. I'm gonna unmute them. I just want y'all to understand that, like, if you got the audio playing in the background, if you got a lot of background noise going on, so then please just turn it down so we can, background. Next one, you know what I'm saying? But, I wanted just to say that, you know, the examples he was giving was dealing with traffic, you know, and we dealing with traffic in spiritual form. In spiritual form. We just want to give people the weight of that. Please turn your speakers down. You know what I'm saying? If you got us up, please turn your speakers down. Checking with the lady from Indiana. Are you still there?
Yeah,
Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah. I'm
Hello?
trying to, you said you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, basically y'all talking about, like, traffic, like when you drive, right?
Right.
Okay, so y'all talking about the different energies and driving and like.
No, we're not just driving. Not just drive. That's just an example that we were talking about as far as the whole theme of today's show is called pop locking. And basically we were using traffic as an example to pop locking. And then like if there's glitches or like not glitch, but if it's like interference or if it's a traffic jam, we want to see how to be able to maneuver through that traffic jam. But you know, in a spiritual form as far as conversation, when you're talking to people and how to make it cohesive and how to, you know, be in this world but not of this world, you know, through your conversation without, causing disruption or causing distortion in your conversation. A lot of times we on a higher spiritual plane.
Loud. Your phone is echoing. It's echoing.
I don't have my phone. That's her phone. Because when I mute her, it be gone. That's her phone. That's her phone.
Well, let's get down to the fact that we unmute and let people talk until they figure it out.
All right, so you want to go into the chamber?
No, you can keep talking. It's just that it's hard to hear you. That's all. Kind of, it's like echo and there's a lot of static going on. And I don't know if that's from you.
Yeah, I know that's not my fault. I don't know if you can hear us on speaker or something like that. You might want to turn us down because there's an echo coming through.
Okay, is it still echoing?
No, it's straight now.
I can hear it. I think it's straight now.
Okay. I took it off of speaker. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name's Blau. My name's Blau. Make sure you sign up for X.com. If you ain't signed up yet, you can join Godspeed Group. I don't know how you got the email.
I got the email on a messenger. I was on Messenger and it came through.
Okay. We glad to have you here.
We basically trying to figure out though, what is it? Like what's the whole purpose? What is this?
What we do is called the Hood X Lit. So this is a series that's on TalkShoe. So we send out emails and notifications to let you know when me and Poe go live. We talk about a lot of things, on this it's a radio show. We broadcast through TalkShoe. We've been doing this for over about 7-8 years now. This is season 4.
Oh. That's nice. Wow. Yeah. So how do you stay in touch? You just keep this number or what?
For the messenger, yeah, you good. We blast you when we go live. We've been trying to get that down pat for about 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get people notified, when we go live. So if you got the messenger, you good. Just if you want to get further notifications, you know what I'm saying? You subscribe to the TalkShoe, which is in the link. If you look at the link we shared, it's in there. You can go subscribe to the TalkShoe, and then we notify you when we go live on that too.
Okay, it's just like a number in your passcode or something.
Yeah, that's what I
got. To get in, you made it. Basically, you figured out that the secret handshake. We got a secret handshake. Everybody can't just come running up in here, So you figured out the secret handshake. You're good. The purpose of the show, though, real talk, there's a lot of dumbass people in this world. It's a lot of stupid ass people in this world. So we try to separate ourselves from that. We try to give examples. That's basically what this show is about. Is that it's turn on the Channel 9 News tonight. You're gonna see about half of it. There's a lot of stupid ass people in this world. So we take the time to talk about things that normally people don't see, or things that people normally don't talk about, to try to exercise the mind to get us into a more focused realm. And that's actually the theme of today's show. Is when we talking about this pop locking, the aspect
you're doing
of
a positive thing.
Yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get a lesson out for people to learn that, a lot of things people don't see patterns, and that a lot of things we deal with patterns, IQ. So if you got a high IQ or low IQ, a lot of part of IQ is to see patterns. So when he was talking about traffic, that's a real good that's a good idea to look at into traffic patterns and being able to move through certain situations faster than other people. You see what I'm saying? So you're not going through the same bullshit. You're not exposing yourself to the same bullshit over and over again, or you're not going through. You can't get to a higher plane in life because you keep going through the same shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? That's really the theme of this whole show. This particular episode in general, pop locking is literally what we describe. Is like, okay, here we're gonna throw you this type of situation, or we're gonna throw you this type of situation, or we're gonna throw you this type of situation. And it's like how you deal with these situations. You know, that's literally what pop locking is, if that makes sense. Oh, you anything you want to expand on? G?
No. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Let me break down something too. Now, one thing, let me add just one. This is Starface again from Minnesota. Another thing you have to notice, now this is just driving in general, but this is the way energy works. One thing you have to know about driving, this is why people who drunk driving can get away with it a lot of times, because the energy of driving in itself and the energy of being drunk is very close together. Now, take this as instance. When a person smokes bud, how do they usually drive? They usually drive slow. I mean, that's one of the knocks they say on bud is that when people drive and are on bud, they drive slow because the energies are so different. Once you smoke bud, it slows you down, but you have to remember to plug in. But that's the same thing, because think of it like this. If all the people crashed all the time, people would be scared to drive. People wouldn't drive their cars. And so this energy has to help people sometimes. It's just like that picture on the Chrysler building with the dude sitting up there without harnesses and was able to build a 100-story building with only 10 people dying. It's the same thing. The energy of the building can't let people die. So driving is very close to that. So I just wanted to interject that. But thank you. I mean, Poe, I always, when I talk on, because I do a show every night on this. I'm under Papa Eagle's rants. But I do a show every night at midnight, and I always bring your stuff up. The Smith, the Saturn energy that hits Chicago constantly and hits most places on the weekend, but it's always on Chicago. These are things that, you are on the pulse. So I just wanted to add. Thank you, guys.
Scott, yeah, I appreciate you having us on the call, man, to help add on, and build on. We always appreciate, especially people who do broadcasting, because you obviously got to have a higher IQ to be able to even do broadcasting. So I appreciate you being on board. And make sure you drop your link, when you go live, so we can tune in what you got going on. Season 4, I just want to say too, season 4, the last show we did was called The Jewel. This show is called Pop Locking. We really, these are really very from a if you already understand spirituality, you understand these are very basic things we're talking about. That's why it's very general. This can go a million different ways. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just want to say, pop locking, it's really only 4 chambers. I'm going to read the chambers. It's only 4 sentences. It's very short. But very rarely we have the opportunity. That's what really I want to catch. Y'all really understand the whole concept of season 4 is to basically take very basic jewels. These are very basic jewels. But just to remind people on the subconscious level of what it is that we do. And pop locking is literally what the purpose of spirituality is. It's like we give you these very big concepts, but you still have to play them out in real time. You still got to be practical about the things that you do. So, I wanted to just take a minute just to get people to understand that, it's not a deep concept per se if you're a spiritual person already. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a million ways you can break down the concept of pop locking. But the whole purpose of season 4 and the whole purpose of this series is to get people to understand that, sometimes you get so far deep into your ways of studying that you forget, the bigger picture, and that's what season 4 is. And I just want people to capture, just taking these very small jewels, being able to capture a much bigger picture of what it is that we do. If that makes sense, because pop locking is something that you do every day. And it's you do it so much that you don't even think about it. It's just part of your subconscious. You don't even, you're like, pop locking, what's the pop locking? You do this, you're doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? But you just don't really think about it. Because if you're spiritual, it's already close to you're already right there on the fringe of this thought anyway. So, in season 4, we want to take a step back and just look at the natural, when you're so far, you've been studying spirituality 5, 6, 7 years, your body starts to naturally lead you away from bullshit anyway. You start to pop lock anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to remind you, that, without using a bunch of big concepts and just very simple concepts. So you're naturally doing this anyway. If that makes sense. If Paul, unless there's something you want to add on, I'm going to go into the same.
Go ahead.
All right, Chamber 1, just Art of Poplocking. Go to X.com, type in Art of Poplocking, you stand to come up and show you. Art of Poplocking. Chamber 1, to subconsciously move the unconscious to the conscious realm strategically. Okay, what is that? To subconsciously move the conscious realm strategically.
Well, like I said, like you said, what's in your subconscious comes to the foreground of the reality of the matrix. So you take what's in you and bring it out. So if I got a concept I want to describe or a way I want to feel about somebody, or without pop locking it, you'll come off as kind of how could I put it, man? Okay, I'll give you an example. You got the you're a Christian, and you want to get people to understand Christianity. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna put on a suit in the Bible, and then you're gonna go force it. Ask them, how they feel about it. Versus pop locking it is putting on, looking the same as they are, dressing the same as they are, and then sitting there and introducing the Christianity method. You see what I'm saying? Pop locking it is finding a way to bring out what's in you to the outer world. But in a strategic manner.